The fiasco that was the Zoom meeting this morning. The technical difficulties could not be overcome. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm making this video, and after you watch this video, I would like you to go through this PowerPoint right over here, which is on Canvas. It'll be this video will be posted right above this, and then watch these two videos. These videos are actually this PowerPoint just with my voiceover. It shouldn't take you more than about a half an hour to go through all of it, so I think you'll be fine. And then Wednesday I'll pick up from there. I'll answer questions and talk about some nuts and bolts. All right, so first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Rob, and I will be your instructor for this semester, and you'll get to see me face-to-face on Wednesday. So for now, we're just going to have to do it this way. So what I want to do is I want to go through what the course is, what the course is not. So this is Chem 152. You can read the course description. Basically, the idea of Chem 152 is you need to take general chemistry at some point, but you've never taken chemistry in your life. It never means within the last few years. And so basically, I'm assuming that we're starting at 0, and by the end of the semester, you need to be ready for general chemistry. Now, if you feel like, hey, you're ready to just go into general chemistry, you can go talk to my department chair. There is a way to do that. Her name is Donna Budzinski, and you can track her down and talk to her. But I'm assuming you've never taken chemistry before. We're going to start you at 0. So it might seem really easy at the beginning. That's why I feel like we can get away with doing some PowerPoint stuff and you doing a little bit on your own for that first lecture. All right, you can read the course description. In addition, I do assume you can do math. I don't assume you're an expert. You don't need to be in calculus, but you do need to be comfortable with algebra. But I'll walk you through it, and I'll get you some help if you need some. All right, that's what office hours are for. Things like student learning outcomes, you can read that for yourself. Course objectives, you can read for yourself. All right, textbooks. Obviously you can't see it right now, but I'll bring it with me on Wednesday. The textbook is this one right here, Introductory Chemistry by Navaldo Tro. It's available in the bookstore. We're using the 6th edition. You don't need any online stuff, no access code or anything like that. You just need the book. There are several iterations. You can get the ebook. There's like a 3-ring binder book. If you want to get an older edition, that's fine. I have problems designed for the 6th edition, but if you get the 5th, I have questions for that. If you get an older one, just come by my office and I'll kind of show you where things are. All right. My office is MS 415K. My office hours are Monday and Wednesday before a class from 8 to 9, and then from 11 to 12, and then Tuesday from 10 to 11. Also Thursday, I do tend to be around at the same time. You can also reach me if you need to make an appointment, and email is my best, my preferred means of communication. So definitely want to talk to me. If you need to talk to me, shoot me an email. Face-to-face is my first means of communication. Other than that, email is the best. And I do check it regularly. All right. Lecture, except for the first day, Monday and Wednesday, 9:35 to 11 in MS 413. It's very, very important to attend class. There's so much data out there that says the #1 indicator of student success is regular attendance. And all announcements are going to be made in class. When I give homework assignments, I'm going to tell you when they are due. I'm going to tell you in class. All the lectures will be in class, obviously, except for this one. So you actually never need to do very much on the website. I'll talk about that in a few minutes. All right, so everything's going to happen in class. All testing is done in class. As far as being on time, obviously I prefer that, but if something comes up and you're going to be a little late, just be polite and considerate of your classmates, because I'm going to start on time every day. All right. You also need to be enrolled in the lab. Now, up to October 27th, you can drop the course and get a W. So make sure that you fill out any paperwork. If you decide you're going to just withdraw from the class before, you don't even have to tell me, but you do need to take care of the lab. All right. However, do not assume that if you stop showing up that I'm going to drop you, because it's kind of, I feel like it's your responsibility. I do keep an eye on things, but I feel like it's your responsibility. You don't want to get an F when you really should have gotten a W. And it says all that right here. All right, now I want to go over the website. So the website is right here. It's through Canvas. This first module, as I said, I would like you to go through this before Wednesday, at the very latest by the end of the week. I know you have busy schedules, but these things won't take you very long. This is the stuff I would have done either on Zoom or I would have done if we were face-to-face. But basically, and then here's your syllabus. This is a lecture schedule, which is actually part of the syllabus. Link to student services. I'm going to delete the Zoom link because my Zoom needs to be updated. I can't even get at it. Some of the stuff, that there's not a green dot here, you can't see it when you log in. These are handouts. I will make these available before you need them, so you don't need to worry about them right now. The homework assignments are all right here. They're all posted on Canvas, and you can only see the first three. Let's see if I can click one open here. When you click one open, what they are, it's a handful of questions that I wrote, and then there's a bunch of book questions. And what you're going to turn into me is going to be just the answers to the questions. So this thing is, my computer's having some trouble going fast enough right now. But if you click on this, it'll go to just a bunch of questions. And so all you're going to do is turn in a piece of paper in class. I will tell you in class when each homework's due, and you just turn it in the next time we meet with your name on it. That's it. If you want to go, multiple sheets of paper, I do strongly suggest you staple them. Yeah, this doesn't want to open right now, but that's okay. All right, and I'll tell you when they're due. So when we're in class on Wednesday, I'll go through this. I'll show you the stuff. All right, but you'll just turn it in just with your name. You don't have to give me a copy of the questions. There are also book questions. Just do them on the same piece of paper. Okay. I will make them available as I assign them. I'm going to assign homework 1. Let's shoot for having it due on the 28th before you leave class. But if you can't get it done by then, that's all right. But sooner is better. Now I'll talk about grading homework in a few minutes. I just want to go through where everything is. I will make, after homework is turned in, I will make the answer keys available. So I will post the answer keys on Canvas. Okay, they'll be right here. This is just some interesting information. Before every exam, we're going to have an exam review, and I will make those available to you before the exam. So there'll be an in-class, just all day or all period session where we're just going to, basically like a giant office hour. So we'll just go over, I have a review posted. Nothing is to be turned in. You can just work on homework, all sorts of stuff like that. All right. Okay, and then lastly, these are the answer keys to the exams that I gave last semester. So you can actually look at the questions with the worked out answers and solutions to see what kinds of questions I ask on exams. I'm going to leave these up until I return your exam, and then these will be replaced with the exams that the exams from this semester. So these will all be available to you, all right? And these are anything that's there is going to stay up all semester. So when you get your exam back, I don't go over exams in class. So what I will do is I'll just say, I'll give the exam back. I'll post the answer key. You can go over it on your own. You're more than welcome to come by office hours to ask questions about it, however. All right, so that's the website. Oh, lastly, way down at the bottom of the website, and it's not showing up because I made the mistake of clicking on it, there's a whole bunch of, all my online material is on the website, so you can certainly look at that, but you never need to look at that. That is the stuff I use when we taught online, but I felt like, well, why not just keep it there? So if you miss a class or if you want to go over something again, it's not going to be exactly the same. But basically, it's a PowerPoint with supporting videos. The videos are simply me talking about, me going through the PowerPoints. Again, you need never open those up. You don't ever have to use them. All right. Now, going back to the syllabus, let me just do this. All right. We go back to the syllabus. So you're responsible for all the material in class, whether you're there or not. So that's why, again, if you miss something, you can certainly go over the online material. All right. All the homework is posted, as I showed you, on the website. It's to be turned in class. I don't have it set up to turn in by any other means. So just in class. Now, because of the size of the class, I'm not going to check every question. So what I do is once I get the stack in, I'm going to pick 5 questions to grade. I'm going to give you 5 points if you try all the questions or most of the questions. And then what I'll do is I'm going to pick 5 to grade, and those 5 will be the other 5 points. All right? And then it's just going to be a line through it if it's wrong, or a 1 next to it if it's right. I try to give homework back very quickly, so you should get it back the following class meeting, or maybe there might be a week later at the very latest. Now, as I said, if I only check 5 questions, then there's 25 questions, and I checked number 6, but I didn't check number 7. How are you going to know what the right answer to number 7 was? And the answer is, I'll post the answer key, so you can look up the solutions to them. For book questions, all the answers are in the book, so you can do that. And the way I grade it, homework is a 10-point basis. I will take 2 points off if you turn it into me egregiously late. It's always, usually after a week, it's pretty late. I will work with you. So if you come up to me in class and say, hey, or you shoot me an email, hey, can I have an extra day on the homework? I'm really struggling with it, or I'm going to come by your office for help, or something happened at home. If you talk to me, most of the time the answer is going to be yes. But if you don't talk to me, that's when I put a late penalty on. All right? All right. Exams, like I said, if you want to look at what kind of exams I give, the old exams are posted. I'm going to stick to the same format. All exams are 100 points. There's going to be 5 true false, which are 2 points each, 5 multiple choice, which are 4 points each, so that's 30 points between the multiple choice and the true false. The other 70 points are going to be short answer, problem solving, things of that nature, and it's going to reflect the material. And again, if you want to see like what exam 1's going to look like, if you look at my old exam 1, I don't recycle exams, but the same person who wrote that exam 1 is writing this exam 1, and it's on the same material. So very likely it's going to be similar. All right, chemistry is hard enough. I don't have to trip you up. Okay, again, all exams are done in class. You don't get any, when you're done, you're done. Okay. Of the 4, there's 4 midterm exams and the final. They're 100 points each. I will throw out the lowest, but I will not throw out the final. So of the 4 midterm exams, I will throw out the lowest, but everybody takes the final, even if you've gotten 100 on every exam. Makeup exams are very difficult to do, but I can work with you, so we'll figure something out. But what I need from you is an email before the exam saying, hey, I'm not going to make it. This is what's going on. In 2023, if you're in such bad shape that you can't shoot me a note, your problem is way bigger than your chemistry class. So, when you regain consciousness, we can talk. Okay, but just try to just let me know what's going on. I will work with you. All right, this is the grading scheme. So, final grades are basically, like I said, there's 14 homeworks. I'm counting the best 13. There's 4 exams. I'm counting the best 3, and then the final. So this adds up to the total points of 130 for the homework, 400 for the exams. The final grade is a weighted average. So 90% of it is the exams, 10% is the homework. So I take 0.9 times your exam percent plus 0.1 times your homework percent. I add them together. That's your percentage in the class. And this is the grading scale. I use an 85, 75, 65. If you have any type of disability, you need to know, you need to go talk to DSPS, and you need to let me know, because I work with them, but I have to know, and it's only your business and my business, so you don't need to tell anybody else in the class. You don't need to stand up in front of anybody. Just come by my office or shoot me a note, and we'll work with you. It's nice if we can chat, so we can make sure that we're on the same page as to what you expect of me and what I expect of you. Anyone that does not have any disabilities, but you're struggling, please let me know what's going on. And again, my job is to help you be successful in this class. So please ask questions. Please come by my office. If you're struggling with something, or if you just want to chat, anything's fine. All right. I want to say a word about the internet, because the internet is full of wonderful information and it's full of crap as well. And at this level, it's difficult to figure out what's gold and what's not. So it's an introductory level class. Sometimes you'll find good stuff on there, but it's graduate level. So really what you should be doing to find answers to, say, homework questions, you should look at your lecture notes first. So you should be taking notes in class. The book second, and then maybe after, or even my PowerPoints, maybe after that go to the internet. Because again, the internet's not always the safest place to find information. All right, so just keep that in mind. I'm sure you guys know that, but just in case. All right, student success. I put this section in. So these are just some suggestions. So, in my experience, community college students' biggest problem is not what's between your ears, but rather what's between 8 in the morning and 8 at night. Most of you are very, very busy people. That means time management is huge. So you really need to manage your time well. So consider how much time you're going to take for homework, coming to class. You've got a lab component of this course. So just make sure, be honest with yourself. Do I have enough time to put into this class to be successful? Obviously, some of you, are going to have an aptitude for this stuff. So some of you, it's going to come up much quicker than others. Some of you it's going to be a little harder. And you just need to be honest with yourself about that. All right. So some suggestions. Take advantage of your lab time. So when you finish lab, you might finish and have 45 minutes to go. So what should you do? Well, finish all your lab work. But then if you have more time, work on your lecture homework. All of the lab instructors can help you with your lecture homework. The other advantage is you've already budgeted that time in your weekly schedule that, hey, I'm going to be doing chemistry, but during this window of time. Take advantage of it. And again, you have what did I just say? You have an instructor in class. Okay, reading the textbook. You pay for the thing, read the material. I used to read it kind of with my lecture notes open, and so I'd kind of go back and forth. But when you're doing homework problems, frequently the textbook will have similar problems in the book, in the back, in the chapter, and so you can read through it and you can find a problem like the ones in the homework, and that'll guide you through. The textbooks are well written. Most chemistry books are written that way. So use it as a reference, read through it, at least look at the words and turn the pages. All right. And if you have trouble using the book, come by my office. I'm more than happy to help you use your textbook. Taking notes is great. It's an excellent idea. All right. Making a friend is a good idea as well. That's part D. Make a friend. So if you miss the lecture, you can get information from someone else. Also, as I said, my old lectures are posted. It's just this seems to be frozen right now. All right. Doing the homework, of course. Keeping up. Okay, if you get behind in this class, you've got to work in any class, actually, you got to work at double speed. So don't get behind in class. Okay, and doing the homework, I said. Okay, the right answer is important, but most important is the process, learning how to do these types of problems. Also, I encourage you to work together on homework, but remember, on an exam, you're on your own. So please be wary of that. Make sure that you can do the work by yourself. Classroom behavior code of conduct is pretty asking questions, I'm sorry. Ask questions, so please, my job is to answer your questions. I do keep the class moving, so I might, I will try to answer all your questions in class, but sometimes I need to budget the time. For the most part, I'll answer your questions, though. All right, if you come in really late, just consider I may have covered some stuff, that was covered before you got there, but please, please, please. And please come by my office. All right. This is just standard language. I think the policy number actually has changed. Everybody has the same rights to a learning environment. So treat people how you want to be treated, and be courteous to your colleagues in class, that kind of thing. And please get a calculator. If you don't already have a calculator, get one. I'm assuming you have one. All right. And I can more than I've spent a lot of time helping you with your calculators as well. All right, and then last thing on the syllabus, this is also in the Canvas site, way up top right here. There's a copy of this lecture schedule, but this is basically what I'm covering each week. And the slides, remember the PowerPoints, which are posted on Canvas, are optional. You never have to click on those except for the first couple. And then this is where you'll find the information in the textbook. Okay, these are approximate dates. Things may move. I don't have homework dates in the schedule because I don't know when they're going to be. That's going to be announced in class. The lectures will not move to be sooner, but they might move later. It's just going to depend on how things go. All right, so that's all I was going to talk about in this format. So I'm going to shut off this recording. I will post it on Canvas, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday. Talk to you later. Bye.